Is anybody here new to TCG, a new partner of TCG's? Nobody. Okay, I recognize most of you. New? You're in good hands. I was going to go over this. I know you are. So if everybody here is not new to TCG, you're going to save me about 20 minutes on telling you how great they are to work with, as I'm sure most of you know already. Congratulations to Dan and TCG. They just became a gold member, gold badge member for AT&T, and that's huge as a partner. Just to give you an idea, they did over $1 million worth of AT&T business last year. That's amazing. Not too many people can say that. So thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. And yeah, thank you guys as well. I appreciate that. To put that into perspective, I throw $1 million out there. That's about 100 orders a month that the TCG's back office is doing. That's 100 AT&T orders a month that TCG is doing. And as you know, most stuff doesn't get installed in a month. So really, they're dealing with about 200 orders at any given time in their back office that they have there. So they're doing an amazing job, and I rarely hear from them. So kudos to Dan and his team over there as well. Just to explain who I am, I'm Keith Lytle. I am the regional channel manager for the TCG in South Florida. Most of you guys know Wendy Swanson, correct? It's Wendy Swanson, she's been around. She's still part of TCG. She's their national channel manager, so she supports them nationally. AT&T recently went to a regional model where each individual's, I have about 20 counterparts nationwide. I support South Florida. That's it. So if you guys are in South Florida, you have a dedicated channel manager to AT&T, and I have a team behind me, Chris Giles. He's my sales engineer. He supports just South Florida, guys. So your access, your availability to AT&T just got a little more streamlined, and hopefully that 1 million will be 3 million is what we're being asked to do, right? It's crazy. But you have a good team behind you here in South Florida. I can't speak for North Florida. South Florida, you're in really good hands. A couple other things, we have mobility support as well, and TCG is FirstNet certified. So if you guys come across the FirstNet mobility deal, bring it to TCG. They're certified partner to sell FirstNet. If anybody has any questions about that, I see some puzzled looks about that. You can get.
What is FirstNet?
FirstNet is the first responders, all the nationwide. So if you have, it's not necessarily. I'm trying to think. It's not necessarily fire departments. It's hospitals, any medical facilities, anybody that is considered a first responder. You guys can sell to through TCG. All right. And we can talk about that later if you want. But this is called the Lucky Us slide. This is about 50% of the products that AT&T has to offer. And I just want to, it's Lucky Us because we don't have to train, learn, or study about these products because we have subject matter experts available. If you guys recognize an opportunity that falls under this, we can bring in a subject matter expert or a SME to help close these business. You guys should have this slide in your email, but I want to touch on a couple of things. Structured cabling. AT&T now through partners will go into buildings like similar to these buildings here and light them up for Wi-Fi. Pool areas, workout facilities, and guess what? We get paid on it. It goes on AT&T paper and we get paid on it. We're doing a condo right now in Fisher Island. These are all custom deals, so there's a pretty big price tag on them and we get paid pretty hefty on them. Most people don't know AT&T's in that business, but we have a partner now that will do that for us. And in addition to that, it's not residential. We sell to the property managers or the owner of the building to light it up. To light up the whole building. We compete in this. It's not apartments or hotels or anything like that. We have a whole nother department that does that. But if it's like a smaller condo association, we'll light up those facilities on the business side, just with Wi-Fi. Correct. We won't do no TV. Correct. This is just Wi-Fi ventures. All right. And another opportunity that we have on here that most of you don't know about is we have asset inventory availability. We have a partner of ours that will go nationwide and take asset inventory for an office. They'll take pictures of phones. They'll take pictures of boxes, antennas, whatever it is that the facility has. We'll do the inventory, take pictures of everything, code it, give it to the customer in a nice CD or file, load it up to Azure, whatever the customer wants to do. We got paid substantially on a recent deal that I'll share a little bit. It's a medical company that got kicked out of Humana's umbrella about a year ago. And they're 6 IT guys down here in South Florida. And they have 100 labs located in Florida and Texas. And they were just overwhelmed with what they were faced with, not having enough resources. We sold them some other stuff, got their bills lined up, and took care of stuff with them. And they were like, guys, do you have anybody that can help us with asset inventory? And we're like, well, tell us what you need. We don't know what we have in these labs. We haven't been to them. We need to know what we have as far as laptops, computers, routers, switches, everything. We just need to know what's there. We don't have the resources for six IT guys. So we developed 2 or 3 months. We developed a statement of work. We went. The partner of ours went and inventoried everything, took pictures. The customer we far exceeded their expectations. As a matter of fact, when this partner went out there, they started recognizing you don't have a good wireless signal here. Your cable's bad here. You need to replace this. So we got a second statement of work after that to fix everything these guys found. So it just kept coming and coming and coming. So that was a very large opportunity. We got paid really well on it. A couple of us, one of Dan's partners got paid really well on it. But most people don't think AT&T is in that business, so I wanted to bring that up and point that out as one of the solutions that we offer. And the only other one I want to bring up is we have a cybersecurity remediation. If you have a customer that gets hacked, ransomwared, you name it, AT&T can come in and help remediate that with the customer as well. And we'll do that we'll go down to the smaller customers as well to do that. Obviously, that's not a pretty environment, right? The customer's in a panic. They're shut down doing business. They're stressed. We have the capability to turn the statement of work around in about 2 to 3 days to have somebody on site to help them with that. Okay? Any questions? Go ahead.
I noticed the video management services, you have digital signage,
Yes.
video walls, kiosks.
Yes. You've been to Popeyes? You've been to Popeyes? You know their menus?
Yeah, you guys.
We do that. We did that. We set that up.
Since when?
We've done it for a while.
So you can offer that service to any retail
Yes.
restaurant?
Yep.
Okay.
Right. So that's why I wanted to put this slide up. When you guys get home and have a chance to look at this slide, there's a bunch of stuff on here that you wouldn't think that AT&T does that we offer as a service, and everybody gets paid on it as well. Okay? I'm sorry you can't see it now, but if anybody has any questions when they see the presentation, please let me know. Dan said we have a channel of AT&T called ACC that is designed specifically for the sub-agents. You guys sell it. AT&T does not have access, direct team does not have access to contracts, inventory, pricing, anything along those lines. So this customer is yours. It's not, AT&T will not call to renew these contracts or tell them the contract's expiring or whatever. This customer belongs to you. They're reselling AT&T services, so you get the full benefit of the network, the facilities, the redundancies that AT&T would have. It's that now that you own the customer and you own the relationship with the customer between AT&T and the customer. The other thing that I personally like about it, because I came on from the direct side of AT&T, I've been in the channel for about 2 or 3 years. ACC has project managers and order managers that are based in the United States, and they are absolutely on top of every order. And they will help fix if the conduit's not, we've all run into a situation where there's no conduit in place, communicate, what do I need? No one's talking to the customer. These guys are on top of it, and they line up everything that the customer needs, very responsive. That was my biggest wow when I started supporting ACC, is the order managers are US based and they're phenomenal. Pretty much fire and forget if you're a seller. Does anybody have any questions about ACC?
The customer doesn't know it's ACC. They get billed from AT&T, everything.
No, they get billed. The bill actually says ACC. I actually looked at one. It says a division of AT&T, I think, or a corporation of AT&T.
ACC, division of AT&T.
A division, yeah. But ACC is this big. The division of AT&T is that big. But correct. Yeah.
Try waiting on hold.
Yes.
Hold to speak to someone in the support department. ACC.
Yeah. ACC has a completely whole different department that supports just ACC. There's not the phone number that you dial, and it's when I say the support is skinny, guys, I have access to level 5 when I pick up the phone. If I go through AT&T, I got to go through level 1, go through level 2, go through level 3, go through level 4. Do I get to level 5? I can pick the phone up and call level 5. So the only, and I think I have it on another slide, is they don't sell everything that AT&T has to offer. They focus on internet, obviously ADI, some of our layer 2 products, MPLS, co-location now, SD-WAN, and voice over IP as well. IP Flex. Yep, they support IP Flex. And network-based firewall as well, our firewall service. Okay? And that's probably about 85% of what we sell in the channel. So it's well represented. We have a couple of promotions going on. I don't know if you guys have run into this yet, but ABF, is everybody aware of our ABF promotions? They launched January 4th, and it's a 50% discount on our AT&T Business Fiber solution, and this is our cable buster, for lack of a better term. This is compete against Comcast, Cox, Spectrum, and from what I've seen, at least on January 4th, is we're cheaper than Comcast and the cable providers in most cases. I've been with AT&T Bell South for 20 years. This is the first time that I have seen us become the low-cost provider on a solution. So from what I understand, it's going to be around for about another 2 months. So take advantage of it. Yep.
That promotion is supposed to be able to be sold all year. It's only 2 more months.
I was told this morning that for right now, it's 3 months. They may extend it. They obviously have the opportunity to extend it. Okay. Okay. Good.
The biggest question we're getting from customers is, since it's month to month, what happens on month 13 since it's month to month?
Right.
Is this like a bait and switch jacket price?
No, as far as I know, as far as right now, the discounts, the promotion rates have never bumped off of this product. We've had promotions not like this. This is nuts. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything pop up. Yeah.
What's the promotion?
It's AT&T Business Fiber. This product, the solution is it's our ADI, dedicated internet, but it comes without any SLAs, and it essentially rides the same infrastructure as our ADI. That's the product, AT&T Business Fiber. But it's 50%. The pricing's listed there, but it's 50% of what the pricing was last year.
Yeah, like the gig is like 120.
Yeah, a gig is $120 a month.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. That's symmetrical.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So this is,
That's a no-brainer.
yeah, this is now the biggest complaint I got from this is that, like, now I got to scale twice as much to get what I normally would get, right? So that's you can't please every.
Two things. A, you're still offering multiple upload speeds on like 100 meg and 200 meg, where you're not just stuck with 10. You can get
Yes.
20 or 50.
Correct. Yep.
And then you still have the $200 gift card even on the month-to-month deals, right?
That I have to check on you. I didn't check that as part of the promotion. Did somebody say yes? Yes, we do. Thank you.
The pricing, the pricing is for 1 year?
Oh, as far as I know today, it's the lifetime of the contract. Yeah, it's month to month.
You can actually get it on either a month-to-month deal or a contract, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. You can get a verbal 12-month agreement, and it saves you about 10% roughly off the month-to-month pricing. Not on the promo though, right? Yeah, correct. And I'll double check to see what's going to happen after it, because I've heard.
It's always the biggest question.
I know. Yeah. I'm so shell shocked from these pricing. I'm like, right. Yeah. I'll find out and let everybody know, because that's a very valid question. Very valid question. The other on our ADI products, dedicated internet access, we have America Reopens promo. This one is till March. It's 1 free month of service for dedicated internet access. And we have some spiffs. Most of them are around our ACC products, but we have a 2-time spiff for AT&T Business Fiber, whether you sell it through AT&T or ACC. We have a 5-time spiff on SD-WAN via ACC, a 2-time spiff on co-location via ACC, and that's CoreSite, Digital Reality, Equinix, Evoke, QTS, and VX Exchange. And we have a 1-time spiff on cloud security and firewalls on the ACC side. The other thing I want to touch on the ACC, guys, is I don't know how many of you run into a situation when you run into an AT&T only account. Does anybody run into those? They're usually our largest business customers. AT&T locks down some of our large business customers, our federal accounts, wholesale accounts. We definitely can't settle wholesale accounts. But if you have a customer that's an AT&T only account, we can go through ACC with no questions asked, as long as you fall into that category of products that we sell. Yeah. So that is another big advantage that I fail to mention every once in a while. All right. That's all I have, guys. Does anybody have any questions, concerns?
Disclaimer, guys, as an FYI, AT&T, you sell an ABF or something like that, and Joe Schmo rep walks in 6 months later
Yeah.
and upgrades it, you lose the residual on that. So as an FYI, ACC, you keep it.
Yep.
So,
Thank you.
throw that out there.
Thank you.
So if somebody, but they can't do that on an ACC.
Correct. Absolutely. Very good point. Thank you for pointing out, because that happened with that, unfortunately, with this new promo that we had. There was a call center that started calling out to AT&T existing ABF customers, and it didn't care if the direct side sold it or we sold it, and it caught us off guard. We didn't know that this call center was going to call, and they started writing down existing business, which was not the intention of AT&T, but the call center was really aggressive when they did it. So, but hopefully we put a stop to that.
Does that go both ways? If you find an existing AT&T account?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep, it goes both ways. Absolutely. Good point. Any questions, concerns? Thank you, guys. Thanks for being TCG partners. Really appreciate it.